Hi, my name is Adnan Hasbi, and I'd like to welcome you to, a Campfire episode. This would be the second Campfire episode. I think the whole format of this episode is so that we can chat and we can learn. And this is going to be classroom style, where, I'm going to start, sharing and also we can actually imagine like a virtual group where there's people and we ask questions and we learn together. So in today's episode or in today's campfire episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about why is it important to invest, right? And I think amongst the reason why I'm talking about this is many a times when asking some of the subscribers of this channel whether they have started their investment journey, or when talking to some of my students in real life as to whether they have started their investments, they actually learn quite a fair bit. But having said that, they never pull the trigger or they never start the first step towards investing. So I think in this episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about why investing is important. That way, it can help give motivation for you towards taking your first step. Okay, so let us, step back a little bit, right? And ask ourselves this question. Even why are we even talking about this particular subject? Okay, so let me give you an example of this. Many years ago, I had two friends, and these guys were smokers, right? They tried almost everything to stop smoking. They went for classes, they went for coaching, they went for the nicotine patch, so on and so forth. They did fasting, and they have been trying it for many years. But having said that, one day, both these people had a health scare. One of them, I think, had like a heart attack scare, and then the other one had difficulty breathing. And what happened was they just stopped the next day. They totally stopped smoking. And one of the reasons for that is that they have a very, very strong why. And their why for stopping to smoke is that to live and to survive. And on a more personal example for me, when I first wanted to do my app development company, I did not understand any coding. I was a finance guy. All my friends were laughing at me, asking me why I even want to start an app development company. But having said that, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos, and at that point in time, they were kids that were making farting app sounds, and they were making about $50,000 dollars, per month, just by making fart noises. And the tipping point for me was when I saw this particular guy create this game called Flappy Bird. This Vietnamese guy, and he made about $15,000 per day, and that gave me a strong enough reason why. And from then on, I started my app development company. And after I started my app development company, I actually had investors investing in that particular company. So right now, for you guys, right? And also, since we are an investment channel, I want to talk a little bit about why I want to invest. And hopefully, from me sharing this particular reason why, I hope to inspire any of the watchers out there as to why one should invest. Okay, so for me, part of the reasons why I want to invest was when I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? And at that point in time, I really wanted to not work. I really wanted to be my own boss, and I wanted to have that freedom. And since the why for me is so strong, I did whatever it took for me to start investing. Having said that, I was also up against many things. All right, and this is my adventure towards saving. When I first started investing, I still remember my salary was about 1,500 ringgit. It's not much at that point in time. If you buy a car and you rent a house, that will be already a big chunk of your salary, and nothing much. And then after you have your dinner, hang out with friends, very difficult to save money. But having said that, since my why was strong enough and I knew that I didn't want to work for anyone, I I did whatever it took for me to start saving money. And I guess let me put this into perspective. I used to work as an auditor, and we used to work up to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And the most saddest day of my life, I still remember till today, was I had to work. There was one holiday I had to work. And as I went to the office, I remembered watching a bunch of people coming out from the mosque. And it dawned into me that was Hari Raya Haji. And I had to work that particular day. And I was a bit sad. So, and that gave me the motivation and the fire to start saving and to start living life at my own terms. And that's one of the reasons why the motivation was strong enough, the motivation was high enough, and I started saving. Granted, let me tell you a couple of times when I wanted to save. I didn't save much. Maybe if I could save 50 ringgit, I would save 50 ringgit. If I could save maybe 10 ringgit, I'll save 10 ringgit, you know. And I did also odd jobs. I used to, I used to work up to maybe 10, 11, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. And during weekends, sometimes I would even ask people whether they need their accounting books to be done. And I did their accounting books. And that was extra pocket money, which actually helped me save money. Okay. Eventually, what happened was after having that discipline of saving, even though it was 10, 20, or 30 ringgit, right? Eventually, as you guys know, I guess, retired for maybe 2 years, during the crisis. I managed to live off some of my savings, which is kind of cool. But and right now I'm like I said, doing what I like, which is creating content for I guess a startup company. So which is also really, really cool. So having money in the pocket actually helps you buy your lifestyle or helps you give you the freedom to whatever you want to do. And that is part of the reasons why I wanted to start investing and also saving. And I guess I'll be sharing, and I guess by me sharing with you guys this, I hope you guys are motivated. And another story which I like, coming from investing, was this. I did a calculation, right? So imagine there was a fund manager, right? And you had 10 cents, and this fund manager can double your money every day, right? Which would you rather? That fund manager that can double your money every day and you only have 10 cents? Or would you rather have maybe 2 million ringgit today in your pocket? For me, my answer has been 2 million ringgit. But having said that, let me tell you some math, okay? So if that 20 cents were to double, at the 9th day, you will get 51 ringgit. At the 15th day, you get 3,000 ringgit. But at the 30th day, you will have 107 million ringgit just by doubling your money every day for the next 30 days. And that is the power of compounding interest. And that is the power of investing. I hope you guys actually took some benefit from this particular episode. I'm going to open it up for any questions since it's a classroom style. And I want to just, chill. And I want to maybe have more campfire sessions right now. But I think to start our class learning together, I think we need to start with why. Why do we do things, right? And then we'll talk about how to invest, right? And investing is not only shares. There's a lot of asset classes out there. But I think if we don't have the why, it's very hard to take the first step. And I think this would be the first important key lesson for us to learn before we even embark on that journey. And another thing I want to say is that sometimes things will be difficult and sometimes we have to break that discipline. But with a strong why, it can help with our discipline towards saving every month. So it's not going to be easy. And it's the small disciplines that will bring you success. But having said that, it does not matter if it's 1 ringgit, so be it. If it's 5 ringgit, so be it. And if it's 10 ringgit, so be it. So I guess I finished this particular lesson. If there's any questions, I'm up for any questions. Okay. So yeah, if you guys like this particular video, give me a thumbs up. And if you guys want to actually come for more of the campfire sessions where we can learn investing, let's do this. Let's learn, and yeah, let's make it an open classroom. I do apologize for giving a very late last minute notice. I wanted to do it at 11, then I moved it to 12 a.m. But my why was strong enough, and I wanted to meet up and reach out to you guys. And no matter what, that gave me the motivation to start shooting this particular video. So today's lesson, right, is finding your why as to why you want to why you want to do something. And if it's investing, get your why. And if there's some goals that you want to achieve, also get your whys. With that, yeah, I'm opening up for the third time for questions. If there's none, I will be ending this session. All right, guys. So I will be having more campfire sessions. So guys, do look out. And these campfire sessions, the main objective is for me to, just get as many questions and answer as many questions as possible. And the whole premise of this channel was to share, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this live, is to communicate with you guys. Okay, if not, have a good weekend, guys, and I hope to see you guys next week. If not, if any future watchers are going to watch this particular episode, please comment in the section below. And thanks, Chan. Yeah, I know it's it's getting late. I know. I'll make my episodes much earlier, I think, moving forward. It's difficult for me to actually and many of you guys know I struggle with being a bit shy, being a bit awkward on camera. But despite that, my why was strong enough, and I want to teach financial literacy to everyone. And that is what pushes me forward, despite all the fear, despite all of the the uncertainty and not knowing what will happen next. But yeah, so okay. If there's any thank you for your comments, Mr. Chen. And if you guys like this particular episode, give me a bunch of thumbs up. Future watchers, if you guys like this particular video, please write a comment section. And Sunny, I remember Sunny has been writing a bunch of questions, and I'll be answering that questions on Nancy's portfolio next week. And also, he's been asking me what are my thoughts on the market, whether it's going to drop. Wow, that's a very deep issue right now. If you notice, the US market is already been hovering at a certain level, right? And in Malaysia also, with so much of political instability, you can see a lot of good stocks. They are actually, they plummeted. Glove stocks, for example, and also the banking stocks. It has been, I guess, moving sideways. Very interesting times. So I'm going to tackle those issues. And Sunny, I'm going to answer your questions. I think maybe Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to do another video to answer this question on whether the market's going to drop and what's my view on it. With that, all right, guys, take care. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Take care.